Welcome back. In this video, we are going to create a simple command line calculator in Python. So far, we've learned if statements, we've learned how to create functions. We're going to utilize those skills and create a command line calculator. Now, to create a calculator, we're going to have to take input from a user. So in command line, how do we take input from a user? I'm going to open Python console and I'm going to use a function called input. So let's just say that I would like to set a value of x from a user input or a user type on a keyboard. So we say x equal to, we're going to need a function called input, open and close parentheses, and here we say type x value. Press return, and now once you press return, it's saying type x value, and here you have a greater than and a question mark sign. So if I say 50 and press return, now the value of x is 50. To just confirm that, I'm going to type x and press return. You can see we're getting value as 50, and type of that value is string. I'm going to type and pass in x, press return, and there you go. We have a class str, which is like a string class. Now, first thing, we need to write a function which does some calculation for us. So we're going to create a function. We pass in two values to the function. We pass in an operator like plus, minus, multiply, or divide. And then depending on the operator that the user passes in, it does its calculation and returns the result. So let's start by defining a function, and we use def. And I will name the function cal. Now this function will require a value x, y, and opt. Now these are the parameters, a value x and y and opt. So user will put in a value x and y and opt, the operator. It could be plus, minus, multiply, or divide. So next, we need to convert these values from string to integer, because this input function gets the value, but it converts that into a string and then it assigns to the value. So to do that, I'll type x equal to int x. This will take the value from a parameter and then convert that into integer, and then it will assign that to this x, which is a local variable. Next, y equal to int y, and then here our condition starts. So I'll say if opt equal to plus, then it should return x plus y. Okay, now we can use elif to have a multiple conditions within this if condition. So I'll say elif opt equal to minus, then return x minus y. We're going to need another elif for multiplication. So we say equal to multiply, the static sign, and I would say return x multiply y. And then the last one would be opt equal to divide, and then this would return x divided by y. Now the last thing we want to do is else. Press colon. And here I'm just going to print if no operator matches to these four operators that we pass in, then I'm gonna just write a message to the user saying enter correct operator. I create two variables, x and y, and we call this input function with the message type x value and type y value. Another value is required, which would be opt equal to input. Next, we need to use cal function and pass the values to this function to do the calculation and return its result. So we create a variable, say result equal to cal, and then we pass in x, y, and opt. Okay. Next line, we are going to print the result coming from result variable. So we type print result and press Command S to save the file. Now I'm going to run that by pressing Ctrl R. Now here it's asking me type value x. So if I say to press return, I say Well, I want to add 6 to 2, and it's asking me type operator. So you given the values to the function, it's asking you what operator that you want to do. So you want to add these two values, you want to subtract x from y, or you want to multiply it, or you want to divide it. So let's try multiply. I'll type static here and I press return, and you get 12 back. There you go. See 12 back. So 6 multiplied by 2, you get 12 back. We're going to run the code again, and this time I'll say 50, enter, and 50. Now let's try a different operator. We'll use plus, and you get 100 back. So you can see your command line calculator, which can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division for you.